All right, that was Ode to Ben Dorsey by Wade Bowen, Randy Rogers, and Shooter Jennings and Waylon Jennings. Tell me how that happened, man.
So Ben worked with us on the road, and before he worked for us, he worked for John Wayne and Johnny Cash and Willie. And Ben died when he was 92 years old. He would have been 95 yesterday, I think. So Ben lived this great life. He was on the road. He was the first roadie. And probably the world's oldest living roadie. He outlived all of his family, and he came out on the road with us from time to time over the last 15 years, and he rode the bus with everybody else too. I mean, he also didn't just ride the bus, he worked. Like, he was there to work. He would stock the ice, he would run security. But he would, since the day that I met him, he would tell us these crazy stories about handing Johnny Cash buttons off of his shirt when Johnny Cash ran out of pills, and just nuts, crazy stories. And he showed up one day and he's like, hey, Waylon wrote me this song, and it was on this burned disc. And of course we put it in and listened to it, and it's this song that Waylon wrote for Ben. And Lovely would say, hey, Love, he said we could do whatever we want with it. It's my song. And so after he passed, and we had told Ben that we were going to cut this song one day once we got around to it, and it was the right fit. And, you know, we called Shooter, and Shooter, I guess, called Jesse and whoever else that controls the estate, and they said, yeah, cool, it works, y'all cut it. So we got in the studio, we started cutting it, and we're playing the work tape, which is just Waylon and his guitar, and the band just kind of fell in with Waylon, and we thought, well, that's cool, let's just ask for forgiveness, like leave Waylon's voice in there. And then we decided, no, we need to call and make sure. And we went through all the proper channels. And the best part about it was hearing Waylon in our cans, like in the studio, and feeling that emotion and that, wow, we're cutting something that one of our heroes wrote. And the second best part was Shooter saying to us, Dad would have been proud of this.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
That's awesome.
That's a great story. It's so fun, too. I mean, we've known Shooter for 15 years. Our first tour ever out on the road was with him, and getting to see that and kind of the way those boys were living back then, man, that was a next level party situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was around a few times.
Yeah, that was wild. So that's really cool, and good to hear Shooter on that. All right, let's jump on to another awesome Texas band. We play a lot of these guys on our show too because they also have the best band name ever invented. This is the Butthole Surfers, who was in my room last night, and I will warn you, this is the most annoying intro ever, but once you get past the intro, this song is rad.
Country Fuzz Radio.